What's up, everybody? Welcome to the WriteContempt podcast. This is our special E3 episode. On my right, I've got Rizzo here.
Hello.
Probably the first time they've seen you, actually, since going up tomorrow. But
oh yeah,
you have other episodes with us too.
Yeah.
And then to my left, Rebekah Bouch, the nifty Nerdarella herself.
What's up, guys?
Yeah. So we're gonna sit here and play Smash, probably badly, but we're gonna talk about E3, which is next week. I think me and Robert will probably do most of the prediction talk, but Rebekah will jump in and have her comments and thoughts, because this is going to be an interesting E3. It's actually kind of hard to describe, because there's not really a lot going on since there's no new consoles or anything like that, and at least not from anyone. Nintendo has a new console, but they're not going to talk about it. And then we've got a lot of people are like already talking and announcing stuff before E3, which is really odd. What else have you heard, Robert? I know there's Fallout, which was the big one that everyone was talking about.
I mean, I actually think that it's probably going to be... I like these E3s more than console, when the new console comes out.
And they focus on games and stuff.
Yeah, this is about when we're actually going to see what these consoles can do. Rather than, and I just told myself because I was talking. So.
I know, it's hard, isn't it?
Multitasking.
But yeah, so like I think Sony and Xbox, it's going to be... There's going to be a lot of stuff I think we haven't even heard about, like even from predictions or anything like that.
I hope there is from Xbox, because they don't have a lot going on right now. The biggest thing that as far as pre-E3 goes, the biggest thing they're going to talk about is their price drop.
Yeah. I think PlayStation's probably going to have a little bit of a price drop too.
They are. I think it's basically the same thing as Xbox. I think they're going to come out with a terabyte console, and then the 500 is going to drop in price. Which is the same thing that Xbox is doing. They're coming out with a bigger console, and then their one that's out right now is going to go down. I don't know if that's going to help it.
Oh my god, this Pokemon just killed me.
It's a legendary, I think. I don't know. I don't know.
They definitely got me too.
Oh, that was a
quick
quick match.
game.
That was a quick one.
I've never even died.
Well, I like Rob, but I don't think I should play with him.
No. So, I guess let's keep talking about Xbox. I actually don't have a lot that I think about
I mean,
Xbox.
their big one's Halo 5.
Halo 5, yeah, it's definitely going to be there.
Their press conference.
Do you think it's going to lead off, or do you think they're going to end it with Halo 5? Or are they going to have,
they're definitely going to have...
pocket?
That's harder to kind of figure. I know they're going to definitely have Tomb Raider, because it's a time release for them.
Yes.
So...
Unfortunately.
To me, it's like... I don't know. I don't know if it wasn't that I like the first game. I
love the first game.
I just think that, like, I'd rather play Uncharted 4 than Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Not wrong.
I don't know. It's the same kind of game. We'll see where it goes, but I can wait on it. You know what I mean? It doesn't really...
Yeah.
The whole timed exclusive thing to me isn't as big of a deal. Yeah. But apparently it's a big deal for sales, because they talked about that with, like, Mass Effect. A lot of people think of it as a Xbox game, when really it came out for everything on the previous console.
Yeah.
So.
And Xbox isn't even the best way to play it, I don't think.
Probably PC.
PC, yeah. Although I am playing them on PS3 right now.
This level's pretty cool, by the way.
Oh yeah, the Yoshi World. So yeah, Halo 5 definitely is going to happen. They'll talk about Tomb Raider. They'll probably have the new Call of Duty at their conference, because they always
Actually,
have Call of
the
Duty.
rumor is that the Call of Duty is actually going to be shown at the Sony press conference.
Really?
Yeah, which is like a big deal.
Oh shit, I'm dead.
Because
that's
it's normally been Microsoft.
Yeah, it's always Microsoft. I mean, Call of Duty is synonymous.
I mean, we don't know that for sure, but they haven't announced anything having to do with that. How did I die?
It's a tornado.
Oh, right.
I throw it up. Like, it's awesome. So yeah, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. I always just assume, Xbox with Call of Duty, because it's always the case.
Usually, yeah. I mean, that's been their big thing in the last couple of years.
I know. I mean, they've already talked about their game. Advanced Warfare 3 is coming. I didn't play any of the other ones.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan, so it's...
I like Call of Duty, but I don't care for the multiplayer, which is what most people do care about. I like the single player games. Like, Call of Duty actually does decent single player.
Yeah. I actually really like Modern Warfare 2. That was my favorite.
Yeah. How caught up were you, Rebekah? I know you've played...
I used to be really into the Call of Duty games. I got the new ones when they came out every single year. The last one I got was...
Check out this Final Smash.
I kind of dropped off after Ghost. I feel like...
Isn't that epic?
They really haven't done much.
Yeah.
I mean, the games haven't been anything new. I've been very unimpressed, and so... Where I used to purchase them every single year and really enjoyed playing them. Oh man!
Yep.
This multitasking is difficult.
that one killed me the first time.
I really think they haven't done much with it. So
yeah.
I mean,
what was the one with the exoskeletons? That was last year's, right?
That was Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Or that was the
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
And that one I actually haven't even played. It's like I haven't even bothered the past couple years because they just are always the same thing. And so you know.
They talked about that one at the conference.
It's been the same engine, hasn't it? Too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. They talked about that one at the conference last year, and I was like, so we're gonna go from like Modern Warfare to... Did they do a Future one too? Or was that a different game?
I think that is the Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, but it's like not that much Future.
No, it's
like,
not
it's
like
kind of
it's
really
not like
near
the, Future. What was that one, Ghost Recon, where it took place like I think it was like 50 years or 20 years.
Maybe.
Or something.
I don't remember. Anyway,
I
was looking at like Advanced Warfare, and I was like, so we went from Modern Warfare, and now we're gonna go to and we've played things like Halo. And all these games where it's like Mass Effect, and it's like future stuff.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go to this weird middle ground where it's like, you're not really playing as a super soldier, but you're kind of getting there.
Yeah. Have you heard about the game that CD Projekt Red's doing after Witcher?
No.
Cyberpunk 2077 or something? I think that's what it's called.
Interesting.
But they're making like, it's going to be the same type, I guess, of game. Actually, I'm not even sure of that, but it's like their next big project, and that's going to take place in, hence the name, 2077. So that should be kind of cool. I mean, the futuristic thing I think is kind of coming back again. It goes in cycles.
Yeah, yeah.
We've had a lot of fantasy stuff recently, I feel like.
What else? Assassin's Creed. Do you think it's going to be Xbox or PlayStation? Syndicate is the next one.
I don't know what they're going to show. They might just show it at Ubisoft's press conference. But,
that's true.
They're going to show the Division at one of these. I don't know if it'll be,
That Galaga kills you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that it'll still they'll still show a trailer. I think at one of the conferences, but then they'll do gameplay.
Are you excited for that game at all?
I'm always excited for Assassin's Creed, but I haven't played Black Flag yet, and I haven't played Unity, and I haven't played Rogue, so I'm a bit behind. That's a lot of Assassin's Creed.
I was playing Black Flag before I started playing Witcher 3, and then I just kept playing Witcher 3. But Black Flag is pretty awesome. It's
Black Flag I enjoyed.
It gets kind of old, but I feel like every Assassin's Creed gets a little old after a while.
Yeah, well, the gameplay gets to be relatively the same once you kind of go through it long enough.
Yeah. And you can just parry everything. Like, you could literally go onto an island and kill everyone on the island because it's Assassin's
Unity I started playing, and the game was good. I just haven't had time to get through all of it. I'm maybe about halfway through it, I'd say.
I heard the graphics and stuff are really cool, even though they all, everybody kind of bitched about
They completely redid, animations and stuff in that game. Like, it looks great.
Yeah.
I am interested in Syndicate. They're going back to, a single-player game, because I guess Unity might have had some co-op problems. I didn't get to play it, so I don't know. But,
Well, no.
In any case, I love Assassin's Creed in general, and I'm always excited to see where it's going to go. And then next to Assassin's Creed, you've got the Division, or not Division, Watch Dogs, which
do you think that's going to be a franchise?
I think so.
Really?
Even if the first one didn't do as well as they hoped.
I didn't play it, so I don't know how the first one ended. But
yeah. Even if the first one didn't do as well as they hoped, I think they're going to treat it just like Assassin's Creed, where the first one was not the greatest game, but it was kind of building a base to start off of, and they're going to really build out the next one.
That game will always be reminded. I got that on my computer, and it pretty much broke my system.
Really? Was that too powerful or something?
I don't know what really happened, but one time I was playing it, the game crashed, and then my video card stopped working from there on out. So that's how I'll always remember Watch Dogs.
Yeah. That's a bad.
Which isn't really fair to them. Yeah. It's not their fault, but
especially on PC. PC's hard to make work for everyone.
Besides, like I said, I probably the modding of Skyrim didn't help out my computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say.
That can get intense. So Xbox, what else could they possibly I don't know. Xbox is my least
Well, it's kind of selfish of me, but I kind of
same.
hope there's not anything crazy, because then I'll have to buy a freaking Xbox.
True.
I know, that's kind of my hope, too, because that's the one type of console I don't own.
Yeah, I made the conscious choice for the PS4 this time, so it's like, you know, it's like...
The craziest thing that they have that I would want is Master Chief Collection, which is not doing the best as far as, like, performance, I guess.
Yeah.
No, you got it.
That nimble Charizard.
So no, let's move on from Xbox. Xbox isn't that interesting.
Yeah, it's not mine.
They're.
I traded my 360 a long time ago.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about Nintendo. Nintendo is always fun to talk about.
I mean, the one I want to see, I don't know how much they're going to show, is the Zelda one.
And I don't think they're going to show it at all.
You don't think they're going to show it at all?
I think they should.
I mean, did you ever see the video that it's Miyamoto and he's talking about how like he misses all the the horses miss the trees and like
yeah,
it's just a really cool video because it's actually showing gameplay, and I feel like if they have that, they might be able to give us something. Wow,
that just happened.
That was great.
That just
117. I don't know if anybody. I don't know. I feel like they could show something. Like
I think they could too. I mean they delayed the game. That's one thing. So I feel like they owe, because they honestly they talked about it too early. But I feel like they owe talking about it at least some. And then
at the very least, I expect some kind of little.
I also expect them to kind of show off something
Yeah.
that we haven't seen yet. Like I keep saying, like there needs to be. I feel like this E3 is primed to have some surprises. But
it should. And Nintendo needs it, dude. The Wii U is hurting bad. Like they haven't sold like even 10 million consoles. I think like it's a really low sale. Oh god.
Oh man, if that had killed you,
that was
would
close.
have been epic.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that happened. That was your rocket.
No, I killed myself. Damn it.
But I feel like they need sales badly, and there's not really anything aside from Zelda. I feel like is going to bring people to that console.
I mean, if they announce like a new Samus IP or like.
Oh god, I wish, but that's you. I wish. I told you the other day we were talking about it. I was like, I would love to see like what would be a killer. What would be a killer app to bring out would be a Star Fox Metroid crossover.
Oh yeah, you were saying.
I think that would be amazing. They're universes that would fit together, and it could be a really awesome like tie-in game that just brings fanboyism out of people that they haven't had in a long time for Nintendo. Aside from like Smash.
What about a Pokemon for Wii U? That would be awesome.
That would be killer. If they brought a Pokemon for you, especially if it had really good online functionality, that could kill. But I don't see it happening. I think they've largely relegated real Pokemon games to portable, and I don't think they're going to change it. Sadly. Star Fox is confirmed. They are going to show Star Fox finally gameplay. Probably demo it. And I mean that's exciting, but it's also scary because we saw what happened the last time they did Star Fox, and it wasn't great. The GameCube version of Star Fox was.
Which one? Are you talking about the one with the dinosaurs?
Assault.
Oh.
No, I liked the one with dinosaurs, man. It wasn't really a Star Fox game, but I liked it.
It
was like Zelda. Yeah. You're right.
Which was a weird thing, but I mean it worked.
And that's part of the reason why I think a Star Fox Metroid game could work, because it could play more or less like that. A little more Metroid-y, bring in some more Metroid elements, but we've seen Fox work on land as outside of being a vehicular game. What else I got? Mario Maker is a big one that people talk about. I think it's cool, but it's in the same vein as like Little Big Planet, where it's like I think it'd be a really cool game, but I'm never gonna make games in it, so it's not really for me.
Man.
Maybe if I want to play other people's Mario levels and stuff, that'd be fine. But I don't see it being worth like $60 or anything.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
$15 downloadable.
Well, if we're being really honest,
awesome.
I don't know how many games are worth $60. But
That's true. I guess Wii U isn't. Wii U's are really $50. But,
are they? I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends on the game, I think. But yeah, they're a little cheaper because they know that they're not worth as much, I guess. What else do I have for Nintendo?
I would love a new Animal Crossing, even though the old one is not that long.
Yeah, Animal Crossing.
I
never really got into it, but it is a big
Animal
game.
Crossing. I love that game.
I think we're going to see their first mobile games from DNA. You know about the deal that they made? DNA's the mobile phone game makers. They did like the Final
Zynga
Keepers.
Huh? Like Zynga or whatever?
Kinda, yeah. They make good games. Like I've played a couple of their games and they're like I've played them for a while. But Nintendo struck a deal with them earlier this year, and I think we're gonna start seeing what that's gonna mean. Probably at E3.
Oh, Kirby.
Yeah, he doesn't do the chef thing anymore. What else?
I'm trying to think for. I could have sworn I read something about Nintendo, and I'm trying to think of what it was.
Well, the Hyrule Warriors thing leaked.
Yeah, that one's gonna be really
I'm
cool.
sure that's gonna be part of their conference. They're probably a little upset that it leaked, but it's not something that's like
nowadays
gonna make them win.
I'm never sure when stuff leaks if it wasn't on purpose anymore.
It's true.
Just to like.
They needed something to talk about before E3 like everyone else was.
And to drum up some kind of hype for their, like, you know. I mean, Bethesda's obviously the big one. We'll get there, but, like, that's going to be the one that everybody wants to see.
And I think
unless somehow, you know, Gabe Newell shows up. And it's like, oh,
there is that weird PC conference happening right at the end that a lot of people aren't even covering.
Yeah, but who really thinks that, like, you know, if Half-Life 3 gets confirmed, it's like, it'll be the, you know.
I can't
it's like
even.
the second coming for video game players.
And
it's funny because I'm not even a huge... Like, I liked Half-Life 2, but, like, you know, I didn't love the game, but, like, if Half-Life 3 came confirmed, like, I'd be super hyped, and I don't even like the game that much. Like,
yeah.
It's just, everybody's waiting
It's a really big deal.
It's like the mythical beast of... Well, that's the other one. I mean, we'll get to Sony, I guess, but Last Guardian, the rumor is they're going to show something. Finally.
That'd be crazy.
What's going on right now?
I'm breaking the building down.
What? Oh.
I keep breaking
Why were there chickens? What was that?
Oh, they're cuckoos.
Cuckoos?
From Zelda.
Cuckoos.
Oh, it's an item?
Yeah.
Oh. That makes sense.
Yes!
What? This looks
good. So yeah, they're not gonna talk about NX. Let's finish off Nintendo real fast.
Yeah, sorry.
They're not gonna talk anything about NX. Like I don't think they're really happy people even really know about it, and they're just gonna act like it doesn't even exist. Which is unfortunate. Like the Vita? Oh, the Vita. I love the Vita. I just wish
they would make something other than Japanese RPGs for it. Like that's all.
I mean, that's not bad. I like my JRPGs too.
But how many can
Persona?
you play?
I put 150 hours in Persona 4, which is ridiculous for me playing portable because I hate portable consoles.
Yeah.
But I put a ton of time in that game. Anyway, we keep going off topic of Nintendo. The Wii U price drop. I'm like 90% sure that's going to happen.
Do we know how much it's going to be?
What's the price right now? I think it's $300.
Is it really that much?
So.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
I bought mine for like $360, but I got like 5 games with it, and I got the deluxe console.
Well, that's another thing they'll probably announce that we haven't even talked about is like bundles. There'll be new bundles for all that stuff.
Did you want to change?
What you're saying? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's just go random.
Yeah.
Live dangerously and
feeling lucky. Yeah, I think there will definitely a price drop. Probably a new bundle. There's already a Splatoon bundle, so they might talk about it, but it's already out. Like it's not like it's something special.
Wait, who am I? Who is this?
That's Palutena
from
Kid Icarus. I really don't know how she plays, so I can't help you.
I've done one move so far. I think I tried. Oh, I keep thinking I'm Zelda.
I just killed myself.
Whoa, she like opens like a Yu-Gi-Oh portal or whatever it is. It's not a Yu-Gi-Oh portal.
Here's the thing that I have the most to say about Nintendo, probably, unfortunately, because it's bad. I guarantee they're going to talk about Amiibo.
I mean, yeah. There's another one that they'll talk about is Lego Dimensions, which I'm actually super excited for.
I'm pretty excited for that, too.
I finally watched the trailers, and it looks awesome.
I mean, I love Lego.
I know you love it.
Yeah, I'm like a huge
You're
Lego
super
nerd.
into Lego. Oh my god.
So I'm super stoked for that. Although, it is annoying that it's going to be like $15 for each thing. Well, for like a 2-pack of like a car and a character or whatever.
Okay, well...
I mean, it's not... The thing is, it's really not that bad if you consider the price of Legos, and they like some of them come with like 3 minifigures.
Yeah.
Which in a regular Lego set, I could get really technical Lego wise, but I don't want.
Well, I mean, let's go back to Amiibo real quick.
Yeah,
how much do you know about them, both of you? Anything?
Not as much
really.
as you.
No.
Huh? Not as much as you.
Yeah, not really.
Well, yeah. So, anyway, what's going on with Amiibo is that, I mean, they're basically, they're just these little figures you collect or whatever. They do stuff in games, but I don't really collect them for that. They're just kind of cool to put on your, you know, your entertainment center and stuff to have. It's nice. Well, Nintendo, as they're famous to do with, like, their stuff, like the Wii was.
Well, that's just
some of them are really hard to get. So, and then there's also store exclusives. So not only are some really rare, like Marth, but then there are some that you can only get like at Target or Best Buy or nice. There are some you can only get at Target, Best Buy, Toys R Us, and GameStop. And those ones sell out usually really quick, and then they're impossible to get. So these $13 figures are being like sold online for $40.
Dang.
And it's ridiculous. And Nintendo has been super avoiding like talking about it. And instead of like staying like, I can understand reasons why they'd be hard to get, because I think they're hand painted and stuff. So it's like some of the more detailed ones, usually the ones that are really rare, take time to make. So there aren't a lot of them out there. But instead of sticking with like the first wave and like getting a lot of stock of them and selling them, they're on wave 5A is coming out like next month. So there's 5 waves of these things. I mean, and people still can't get the first wave.
I told you though, I feel like there's got to be some of it that's just artificial.
It is.
Like,
I'm sure it is.
But that's not. That's what I don't really like that stuff, because you can tell it's like they're trying to make it a collector's item. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like actively trying to make it.
And it's really bad because I mean, like most of the people that get them are the hardcore collectors and scalpers. Because most people.
The one thing that at E3, which would be kind of nice, is if they. Is if they actually gave like more to do with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like right now they don't really do all that much.
It's very limited. The most you can do with them is Smash Brothers, where they become AI controlled characters that you can train and then like fight with, and they can be your partners and stuff. And they have amiibo tournaments out there now, which is I think is really cool. So you can train fighters and then enter them in tournaments where you don't even do anything. You just send your fighters that you trained in to fight. I think that's awesome. But beyond Smash Brothers, it's like you can get some costumes in this game, and you can get some like daily gifts in this game, and that's about it. Like they're really limited. I see more coming, and that's fine, and that's not even really part of the problem. So in any case, back to E3. I pretty much guarantee that they're going to, they're going to talk about 5A and 5B, which are the coming waves of Amiibo, and then they might even talk about like 6 and 7, like announce what they're going to be. But they're not even going to reference the fact that, how rare they are and what the situation is with them, because they won't acknowledge it. It's really bad as a company, what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm unfortunately part of, the problem. Like, I'm collecting them and stuff, and because of how rare some of them are, like, I've got 3 Meta Knights right now.
You trade them and stuff.
Because Meta Knight is considered a unicorn, which is a really rare amiibo. He's a little more common right now because they just did a restock, but but he will become rare again. He'll become a unicorn again soon. And then I have 2 extras to trade, so I can try and get other unicorns like Marth and Ike and Captain Falcon and Little Mac and Robin and Lucina and all these ridiculous Jigglypuff. Can't get Jigglypuff anymore. That's like one of the only ones. Like Emily only wants the Pokemon, and she can't get Jigglypuff or Lucario. Yeah, we got Kirby. She only wants Pokemon and Kirby characters, and we finally got Meta Knight. Still can't get DDD.
Wait, who's DDD?
DDD's the penguin from Kirby. The bad guy.
Oh, right.
She wants all the Kirby and Pokemon characters, and we can't get. We finally got Meta Knight, but we can't get DDD, and we can't get Lucario or Jigglypuff. Because they're all store exclusives.
Well, I heard Lucario sold out in like 10 seconds or something on the Amazon.
All of them sold out in 10 seconds on Amazon.
That's ridiculous.
We had Lucina. Both of us had Lucina in our carts when she came out,
Damn 3 lives.
By the time you try and check out, she's gone, and you can't get her.
Oh, you can punch back.
It sounds like the crazy kind of stuff my brother has to go through when he's
shoes.
buying shoes.
Yeah.
My
It's
brother's
the
like
same
a
thing.
huge shoe collector. He's part of that culture where people, get in riots to buy the new Jordans and stuff.
It's insane.
What? That's actually pretty cool, though.
So he'll stay up all hours of the night to try to get a new shoe release, and by the time you go to check out, it's in your cart and it's already sold out within a matter of seconds.
Any of these
crazy
collecting
stuff.
things is like crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not to go back to Legos, but like
let's go ahead and talk about Legos.
no, some of the newer, like some of the sets, if you don't get them on their first release, like I have every one of the Avengers ones from this current thing, except for 2 of them, and they're both like some of the bigger sets. And one of them, I refuse to buy it because I don't want any of the set except for one minifigure, and it's like a $60 set, and I don't want to spend $60 just to get one minifigure. I don't even know what I was doing there. But there's the other one is the Avengers Tower. But once that one goes, like when they stop making it, it'll go from being a $60 set to being like a $250 set.
That's insane.
Because like Harry Potter, like any of the Harry Potter ones are all over like $300.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like
I bought them.
It's all right. If only I had money back then.
Right?
But it's like any of these things, it becomes like such a the problem with Legos, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a never. You're never gonna collect all of them.
No, never. You need to pick which ones you want, and then even then, like.
Are we doing a Zelda round? I was like.
Oh, well, I'll do Zelda.
Sure, why not? Well, speaking of, you see my bracelet.
Oh my god.
I got it to wear to Symphony of the Goddesses.
What? That
and
is
then I
so
made,
That's
and then I
amazing.
made these.
What? Those are awesome.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I really like the bracelet.
Well, this
That
I got
is
on
super
Etsy.
cool.
For those of you listening to us, I'm wearing a Spiritual Stones bracelet from Legend of Zelda. I got on Etsy, and then I'm wearing a pair of Triforce earrings that I made. I'm going to see Symphony of the Goddesses next month.
Yeah.
Wait, is that where they play the music?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
So I was like, well, I need some awesome jewelry to wear, and I saw this bracelet and had to buy it. And then when I got it, I was like, oh, I need
Where are
some
they doing
earrings to
that?
go with that. It's going to be at the Dr. Phillips Center.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice.
I wish I could
psyched.
go.
Are there any tickets for that still?
I don't know. I bought my tickets like right when they went on sale.
I don't think
They're
Probably not.
probably sold out, but I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up though. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I know I've heard of that before.
but it's July. It's like the end of July.
Did you already
I think
die?
It's the second to last week. Yeah, I did. I was distracted.
Well, I looked over.
I was talking about my jewelry, and I'm not good at this multitasking thing, so I died in
Fair enough.
about 5
Yeah,
seconds.
I walked off the screen first.
But yeah, it should be pretty cool.
Yeah, Jose wants me to. He wants me and Sammy and him to get a Triforce friendship tattoo, and I was like,
Jesus.
I don't know, maybe. I guess I don't even know what you would just. I guess just get the Triforce, though, right?
Or
If he's trying to get Hylian or something, I have no idea.
The problem there is that like you could get each one piece of Triforce, but then they all look the same. So it would just be a yellow triangle.
You could get it, yeah.
Unless if you just did a yellow triangle and wrote, what each piece of them is.
Or you could all get the whole Triforce, but 2 of the triangles are like grayed out, and one of them is yellow.
That's
that would be kind of cool.
That could be cool.
And they could each be a different one
That
for
could
each
be
of
really
you.
cool. If I were to ever get a tattoo, that's probably what I get.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, like, because I'm not a big tattoo person, so like, I didn't really know, but I was thinking, like, it's, for friends you could do it, and then I really like Zelda, so like...
I think Zelda's been a part of my life long enough that I think I could feel okay getting a tattoo.
Kind of like the Lord of the Rings, like I could do something like that. But...
After like 15 years, I think it's fair game.
Although I feel like at a certain point, I can't have like a Lord of the Rings tattoo, Zelda tattoo, Harry Potter tattoo.
Can't go too far.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is a Triforce is it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
So you don't want anything
and
crazy.
It's like tiny. It's not
So.
Not to get off topic.
I know. That's totally par for the course on this show. Let's talk about Sony. Sony's probably always my go-to favorite. I don't like calling myself a Sony fanboy, but they kind of made me as a fanboy because they're the best. What do you think they're talking about this year?
Well, we were talking about at one point. I'm playing as you, Mike, by the way.
Nice. That's my swordsman.
I think they're definitely going to have No Man's Sky there. We were talking about that. but I think they're going to show probably some sort of playable demo. In my opinion.
That game company probably doesn't want to be there, but there's no way Sony is going to let them. Well,
the guy from Hello Games still is sticking with his. It's going to be fall 2015. They're still sticking with that release date. So
maybe it is time to talk about.
That's what I mean. Like I think Sony needs it to happen because I think that's one of the games that excites people the most.
It's not that they don't have anything else to talk about, but after last year's E3 and the noise that game made, it's a big deal. Like they can't go without it, really.
I mean, that's one of the reasons I bought the PS4 is for No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
So like, I'm really excited for it.
That game is gonna be ridiculous. Like that game is like the second coming of video games.
I mean, if it lives up to any of the hype, we don't know. We don't know how it's going to react first. But
exactly, and that's what I'm worried about is that people are going to have way too high of expectations for it. They're thinking that because we saw so little of it, people were able to put their own sort of like thoughts into what it is.
But I also think it depends on what you're trying. Like, you could have too high expectations, but it depends on what you're expecting to begin with. So, like, to me, it's an exploration game.
Yeah.
Not really a, like, for lack of a better term, like, it's not going to be like an adventure.
It's not
game.
objective based.
No. Although there does seem like there's more to it than
to get to the center.
Yeah. Well, not even that. There's like factions. There's like lore to what's happening in the
really?
story. Yeah. And did you already die, Rebekah?
Yeah, I did.
It's alright, we'll get there. I'm using bomb shoes.
What are those?
Bomb shoes.
From Zelda.
Ocarina.
Right. Well, walk right into that. I just now noticed that the stock things, like the bottom, are like unique to your character. That's pretty cool. But I think No Man's Sky is definitely on the docket. It's
yes. There's no way they don't.
Of course, there's going to be some. They're probably going to show like a full, on-stage 20-minute preview of Uncharted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Because they did that last time.
With 3? Yeah.
And hopefully they'll show somewhere new. That's what I'm hoping for. Because like that one demo they showed was really cool. But
which one?
The last one they showed for Uncharted.
Oh, for 4?
Yeah.
The last one was more just a teaser though. I'm definitely looking forward to like seeing gameplay this time. And maybe some story too. I think they might kind of start.
Well, we'll probably see Elena. You know.
You think? I don't know if Lena's. Oh man, okay.
I think they're probably going to want to show her soon because we know that there's like after the ending of the last game, there's something to that. Like what happened? Why isn't he with her? Like you know what I mean? Like if you get into the story of the game.
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to be married. He might have a kid at this point. We don't even really know. Which I almost think that. I mean, I have no premise for this at all, but I feel like there might be a kid in it because I feel like this is the end of Nathan Drake's storyline, but there's definitely going to be more Uncharted after this.
Yes, agreed.
So I don't know how they're going to do it. Hopefully it's not Shia LaBeouf as his kid.
Oh, gosh.
Man, this life is not going well. How did I get small, by the way? Did I get something?
Mushroom. Oh. Yeah, I'm all with you there. So we talked about Last Guardian. I think we'll see Street Fighter 5.
Oh yeah, Last Guardian.
We'll see more Street Fighter 5, which is PlayStation exclusive.
Right.
Well, PlayStation PC exclusive. Which is awesome.
I think what else is on there.
No Man's Sky, definitely. I think we'll see some more MGS5, even though we've already seen quite a bit.
You think we'll get anything from Rockstar?
No? Ooh, I don't know. That might be too soon.
They usually don't talk at E3, but...
Yeah.
And I would love to see a Red Dead Redemption 2
that'd be crazy.
Announcement, yeah.
I don't see them announcing anything super new. Maybe they'll have an expansion or something to talk about for 5? Or some DLC? Something more than like heists? I don't know. They spent a lot of time working on heists already. And it was so delayed before it came out.
Yeah. I still haven't played anything online.
I'm barely 10%.
I put in way too much time into GTA 5 anyway.
Yeah. I've barely touched it.
I beat it twice. I beat it on PS3 and then got it for PS4 and beat it for PS4.
Yeah.
It was too much. Although, like I told you, the PS4 version is totally different.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing on PS4 rather than 3. About Arkham Knight. What do we all think about Arkham Knight? Do you think it's going to be at E3 or are they just going to let it come out?
I think they're definitely going to show something.
Yeah, they'll at least
there's no reason not to, you know.
Because it comes out. Is it E3 week or is it like the week after? It's really soon.
It comes out June. I think like at the end of this month. I think.
So yeah, probably like the week after.
Yeah. Oh, you jerk.
Oh, I lost it.
I love those games, but I am a little bit behind in them. So.
If you didn't play
I'm not
Origins, you
following
don't have to play Origins.
yeah.
Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it got a lot more hate than it really deserved, but it just wasn't as good.
I didn't even think it got hate. I thought it did pretty well, but it's definitely not necessary.
I mean, in like the communities of people that played the games, like it's not because like I feel like everybody was gonna play it because it was still Batman, but like if you played that one or played like the other one, it's still not as good as like Asylum or City.
Asylum or City. Yeah. Asylum and City are the two I've played.
They're so cool
They've not
too.
played Origins.
Yeah, I'm. Night looks amazing. Like I'm really psyched.
I'm kind of curious as to where they're going to go with the storyline of that one.
Yeah.
Where am I going?
It's tough. It's tough to think about because it's obviously not going to be about the Joker, or it shouldn't be.
No, but
if you do a whole trilogy,
have something to do with the Joker.
It's got to because
like.
That's the story that they've been telling. Who do you think the Arkham Knight is?
The other problem I have with the whole Joker thing, I think he's going to be somebody we haven't seen before.
Really? You think he's a brand new character?
Yeah. I mean, that's what they've kind of been saying. I mean, they kind of tried to say the same thing, I think, about other stuff, too, so who knows. Like, Arkham Origins, they said that the Joker wasn't the villain, and then...
He was.
He was the villain. Yeah. He's the Joker. Oh, damn. Which is actually what the whole point of that game was. Spoiler alert, you know. Like, it's why it's called Origins.
Yeah.
Which was kind of such a bait and switch when they made the game. Oh my god. What? These items, like, I've never seen happen.
You have the fairy, the Zelda fairy, which it only really helps you if you have over 100 damage, because it heals you to full. I think that works. I actually don't have a lot of experience with it. But you can still use it to throw at people, because that's how most items should be used in this game. So yeah, there's all that. Mad Max, the game.
Oh yeah, that game looks really cool to me. I don't know that much other than the 2 videos that came out. But they're definitely going to show that because,
especially after the movie. If they weren't going to show it after that movie happened, they're probably changed stuff up to be able to show it. Because that movie did ridiculously well.
Yeah, did you see it?
Yes, I did.
This is not E3 related, but I thought it was good.
Yeah, did you see it?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was pretty good.
I
didn't think it was amazing.
Thank you.
But
like,
it was pretty
good.
Thank God, you guys are the only 2 people in the world that agree with me.
Yeah.
Like, I like the movie, but people are going nuts over it. I'm like,
it wasn't like, I don't think it was as good as most people were saying.
Yes.
It was good. It was a good movie, but it wasn't.
It was something
absolutely
new.
Amazing. Yeah.
Which was great, but there were fundamental problems with it that I
mean, the special effects were amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were barely special effects. They were all practical. It was awesome.
They just went out in the desert and blew up a bunch of cars.
It was great.
So.
That's exactly what they needed to do for that movie.
And it does help that the original director was like the guy who made it.
Yes.
And all that stuff.
That's definitely a big part of it, too.
But I've seen like comments of people being like, man, you know, after seeing Mad Max, I realized how much the Avengers sucked, and I'm just like, these are
seriously,
shit.
Like,
seriously,
like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
Smack.
Whatever.
Yeah, like, it's just insane.
Yeah.
Completely off topic.
Whatever,
Like, I know. I'm sorry.
That was kind of on topic.
I mean, Avengers. Anyway, the game looks cool. I'm sure it'll be interesting. I don't really know much about it. Is it online or is it just single player campaign?
I think it's just single. I think it's a lot like it's the same guys who made Shadow of Mordor, so I'd assume it's going to be a lot like that.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Shadow of Mordor.
They said that the
I need to play that game. So
that's good.
I have it.
I'm backlogged because I don't have PS4.
Again, I keep going back to Witcher
games.
3. I've told you, like, I've been playing Witcher 3 for so long now. It's just like
now I also inspiration for this show actually, but I watch a lot of kind of funny game stuff. They're the guys that left IGN in January and started their own.
I probably have heard of them
network. It's like Game Over Greggy and Colin Moriarty and his little group. I just ran right off the edge.
Yeah.
But he got to go and play MGS5 during the event a couple weeks ago, and the embargo lifted yesterday for the single player stuff. So there's been a lot of news, just the past 2 days about that game. He said that he's been playing The Witcher since he got back or whatever because it came out, but all he wants to do is play MGS5.
Which
and
one's... Oh, okay.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, sorry. For some reason, I just couldn't,
Yeah. He says that game is like The Witcher wishes it was going to be like MGS5. So it's good it came out, apparently, because MGS5 is going to come out and blow it away.
I mean, at this point, I don't know, because I have obviously never...
Yeah.
I didn't even play, what do you call it? Phantom Pain?
Ground Zeroes?
That's what it...
That was the demo, basically.
That's I never even played that, so I don't have that much of an idea. But I would just kind of say depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's just I kind of believe it when I see it, just because it's I've heard a lot about the game, but I really haven't seen anything. Even in the demo one, I feel like it wasn't as open world as they're saying it's going to be. I'm just curious how it's all.
The demo is totally the demo is basically playing a level of the game.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to kind of see where they're going with it.
Right. From the kind of stuff that I was listening to them talk about when I watched their video about his impressions last night, it's you have the mother base, which is your home base that you go to between missions and stuff, and you literally build it out, and it's every strut it becomes this big compound, and it's if someone wants to talk to you and they're across the base, you have to figure out how to get over there. It's you can get a helicopter, or you can take 20 minutes to run across the whole thing.
Yeah.
When you're in battle and you get blood and stuff on you, that stuff stays on you until you go back to Mother Base and take a shower.
That's pretty.
It's little details like that.
They always do that stuff in Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Which is why it's crazy that it's open world.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane. I mean, I'm not selling it, saying this kind of stuff, but I'm really psyched for it.
I mean, you could sell. I know you're the biggest Metal Gear.
I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan, and I'm really psyched for this one. Even though I didn't care for 3 very much, and I haven't played Peace Walker, which this game is
this
a direct
one's gonna be
connection to Peace Walker.
Way different than any Metal Gear Solid before it. So
it's actually really similar to Peace Walker, which is the one I haven't played, but it's taking everything from Peace Walker and it's extending it out 1,000-fold. It's to the nth degree of what Peace Walker was, because Peace Walker was a PSP game originally.
Really?
Yeah, and they did the HD remake for PS3 or whatever with the collection.
PSP, that's another one I haven't heard.
Oh yeah, the PSP.
I have one somewhere.
That thing was just an emulator machine.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was for. Mod it and play games.
I hate this level, by the way.
Oh yeah, this level sucks. A lot of levels in this game suck. I should turn them all off in the random thing. Anyway, back to E3 again, because we keep going off topic. Did we finish PlayStation? Price drop, definitely. Price drop. That's going to happen. I might finally get one because of the price drop. That might help me get one once I get a job again.
I definitely just fell off the world twice in a row.
Yeah.
That was pretty... Wow. But yes, you should definitely get one. I'm
absolutely.
a big fan of my PS4.
As much as you get to play it.
Yeah, when I do get to play it.
That's okay.
No, I'm telling you.
You're gonna be alone
3
soon
weeks'
and
time, I'm gonna become a hermit for forever and just be in my apartment playing games.
And it'll be good too, because I'm hoping once I start working and be able to get one, I'll be able to play more, especially for things like the show and the website and stuff. I plan to get Elder Scrolls Online too, so we'll be able to play that together.
If you guys play it, I might play it.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I don't play it anymore is because nobody plays it. Except for Jose, who plays Final Fantasy 14, which...
Dude, I love 14 too.
I'm not playing 14, but I can't.
That game's gotten so much better too since it came out. I loved it when it came out.
Well, I remember when Jose used to play it back, no, he used to play 11.
Yeah.
And then he started playing 14, and I'm just
He was one of the few people I knew that did play 11. And
he played that game...
I played that game a lot too.
How many hours I must have watched him play Final Fantasy 11. But you know me, I've always been kind of a single-player guy.
Yeah, me too.
Always.
That's the thing about me and MMOs. I played Elder Scrolls Online when it was in beta, and I had a lot of fun with it. But, really, I don't... Even MMOs, I don't play very socially.
I'm kind of the same.
Yeah, I've been playing... I've been playing Marvel Heroes since it came out. Just very lightly. And I don't really play with people at all. And the game works by itself, which is something I really like about it. And Elder Scrolls Online wasn't too bad like that either. You could play it by yourself, which I like. having friends is good.
Oh my god, how
really
did that not break? And I got... Oh,
that was it, good.
Well, not good.
Yeah, it's gonna be the first game I play in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What do you? I mean, obviously you haven't been playing much, but what's on your docket right now that you have?
Well, right now I'm still trying to finish up Mass Effect 3.
True. I just started 1.
I've never played 3 after playing so much of 2, just because I heard about the end and I just could never get past it.
That's not. Dude,
I've been going through the trilogy, and so
I really should. I mean, it's such a good game.
And I'm trying to get caught up on Dead Space too, because I'm still in the middle of 2, and I have 3 like sitting there, but I haven't started it yet because I'm still like a little bit in 2.
I can't do the juggle with you because you can fly, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And
Don't
then,
worry, man,
and then
I'm about to
Destiny.
release this anyway.
Yeah,
Of course, Destiny. I haven't logged enough hours in Destiny, mostly because every time I start playing it, Nathan starts bugging me again and saying I need to finish Mass Effect. Not that I don't want to finish Mass Effect. I freaking love the Mass Effect series, but when Destiny first came out, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta play Destiny, because Destiny... And Nathan would just be like, no, go back to Mass Effect, you gotta finish it, you gotta finish it. So I've been torn, so play a little bit of this.
So you play a lot of Destiny, though?
I haven't logged many hours on it yet, no.
Really?
I got the free version.
Time with it.
I got the free version of PS3, and I have one of each class to like level 10 or whatever you can get to.
The end game, though, you get to the end game, you're just like, oh my god, now it's just a loot grind. The whole
apparently they've really improved it though. Michael talks about it a lot during the podcast actually.
Yeah, and he bugs me about not playing it. I will get to it, Michael, if you're listening to this.
He doesn't listen to this show.
No, he won't. But
all he does is show up and talk shit.
Yeah.
I'm the one who does all the work.
Pretty much my plan is, like, in a couple weeks when I do have time to game, I'm going to try out Elder Scrolls Online, get a little bit into that, then I'll probably go back to Mass Effect, finish it, and then Destiny and Elder Scrolls Online.
Sounds fair.
Both hardcore. So, that's my plan.
Alright, so we know what you're doing, what your plans are. Robert's playing The Witcher.
Well,
we know that.
I'm almost done with it. I might be able to... I said I might finish it tonight, but that's not going to happen. I'll probably play till 4 o'clock in the morning, and we'll still have like 8 hours left.
Yep. It doesn't end.
It's literally happened to me like 3 days in a row now, where I'm like, alright,
I'm gonna finish it.
I'm getting there, and then I find out like I've done like 3 missions, and it's just like insane. The amount of content in that game is just insane. But
see, a lot of people in the industry, I guess you could say, like if podcasting and stuff is an industry now. That I listen to, like they're rushing to finish The Witcher because like Batman's about to come out, and like there's all these other games coming out.
That's literally what I'm doing.
Yeah, when Batman comes out, that one's gonna be added to my list too. Let's be honest.
And I think from what I've understood about that game is like the content in that one's gonna be insane too. Like they've added a ridiculous amount of stuff, even comparatively.
And all the new players, there's new characters you can play as, which is insane. Like I didn't even expect that from one of those Batman games, and now this one.
Well, last game you could play as Robin
and Catwoman. Like they had stuff in there, but I didn't feel like I didn't get to do it. But I didn't feel
although
like
if you really want to talk about something that I can't stand, it's the amount of download or like day one DLC and pre-order stuff that they're doing with Batman, which really is driving me insane. Like I'm gonna pre-order from somewhere. I haven't decided yet, but like I'm not like I might as well get one of the bonuses. It's just really annoying.
Yeah. That
like you're not gonna be able to. I might as well. If I could, I would wait until the Game of the Year edition. But
yep. Which is probably what I'll do because I won't have a PS4 yet.
Just Cause 3 will be there too. It's completely not there.
True. I couldn't get I played 2 a little bit. I didn't get really into it, but
it's like a true sandbox open world.
Yeah.
Just do whatever you want. Blow up everything.
And I don't like. I love the idea of that, but in playing it, I don't think I really want that. I like some direction to my games. Like I want to be able to know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I want to have an objective to complete. So yeah. So we talked about the main 3. Talked about Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft. What about the side ones? We've got Bethesda has their own conference, which is crazy.
Fallout 4.
It's definitely going to be Fallout 4, which they announced before E3, which I found surprising. But it is what it is.
I think it's to drum up hype for the people getting
just for the conference.
Not that people
everyone's going to watch it now.
Yeah,
not that they weren't before, but I mean,
and they're the first conference of the weekend.
Buzz.
They're on opening night by themselves, which is crazy.
I mean, they know people have been waiting for Fallout 4. Although, if they want to steal the show, then they'll just even if they just put a picture up for Elder Scrolls 6, people would freak out.
Yeah. And I feel like they have to have something else in their back pocket to have a conference. Like, they already kind of, like, in a way, they blew their wad by announcing Fallout 4. Not that people didn't know about it. They're going to show gameplay, and they're going to talk about whatever's special about the game at the conference. But the whole conference can't be Fallout 4. There's got to be something else.
Unless there's something in Fallout 4 that's, like, groundbreaking. Like, which is possible. Because the rumor is it's going to have to do with time travel. Which is pretty crazy.
I had that thought, and I didn't think it would actually be a thing. But
it's
the
because every trailer they've
show
shown
that.
so far, everything that's in the trailer has something to do with a gameplay element. And they showed time travel in the game in the trailer, so a lot of people are thinking that it has to do with that. But
I think that's cool. But yeah, it can't all be Fallout 4. So I think they might talk about Elder Scrolls Online. Although I don't know what they're
going to mention probably something about an expansion or something.
Yeah.
But so soon after the PS4 release? Like, the PS4 release just happened.
That's true.
I don't know. Like, it just went free to play and the PS4 one just came out. So
also, knowing Sony, there's going to be a ton of indie games that they'll announce.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's a lot that we can't even comment on because we won't know.
Have you heard of the game, what's it called? Not Wander. The Witness? The Witness? The puzzle game?
Yeah.
That game looks really cool. I know they were talking about that one.
I heard Super Meat Boy is finally going to come to Sony.
Yeah. There's also one called I think it's called Firewatch or something like that, and it's like...
That sounds familiar.
I watched a 15 or 17-minute demo of it or whatever it was, and like, it was pretty cool. It was like, you are this park ranger, and you're supposed to walk between these... Like, you're pretty much closing down the park for the night. And,
really?
Yeah, and like, you have this girl on radio who's like the only person you talk to, and it's got kind of like the dialogue's pretty funny and stuff, but like it gets kind of creepy. Like you're walking to this one place and you see like a guy standing there watching you on a hill, and you don't know who he is, so you go to like try to find him. When you get up there, he's not there, kind of thing. Like,
right.
It's like very like it's an exploration game, but it sounds really interesting. Kind of like Dear Esther. You ever play that?
I haven't played it, but I know that Dear Esther.
Dear Esther.
I know the game you're talking about.
Yeah, that game actually was a lot scarier than I thought it was going to be. I listened to it with headphones on and like played it, and like there's ghosts and stuff in that game. Like,
oh, really?
You're walking around, yeah. You're just like, oh, like I didn't see that coming.
There's a lot of those little indie ones that I wanted to play that I haven't yet. Like Dear Esther was one.
Did you play Gone Home?
Gone Home is one that I really want to play.
That's a good one.
What's shit? Stanley Parable is one.
Do you know anything about that game?
Yeah.
Oh,
a little bit.
It would be so much better if you had no idea what the hell.
I mean, I don't know like how it ends or anything, but I know the basic like what's like the premise.
That was one of the craziest games I ever played.
Master Ball.
Like, oh man.
Anyway, I guess we did Bethesda because what else do they have?
Such a choke job right now.
What other third parties have conferences?
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft has theirs. They'll talk about the new Assassin's Creed.
I honestly, for some reason, I have a feeling
gameplay.
there's going to be something from Rockstar. I don't know why, but I feel like I don't think they're going to have like like anything. Oh man, anything like announced, but like I feel like they're going to have something to tell us or whatever. Because I think it's been a little while since GTA 5. Like not that
Has it
long,
really though? The PC version just came out, and
yeah, but I mean that's not. It's
PS4,
not like they had
the remaster.
You don't think they've been working on that for a whole year though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
What I would personally love is like a Bully. Like if they remade Bully.
That'd be cool.
Or like gave us a new one. It'd be really sweet.
They can just come out with a collection, a PS4 collection that's like Bully,
like Vice City
Red Dead
Remastered.
Redemption, Bully, and something else.
Well, if they just announced, yeah, if they could have just announced a Red Dead Redemption for PC, people would freak out because it still hasn't come out for PC.
And that would be crazy. The mods in that game would be.
Well, I'm waiting. I can't wait to play The Witcher on PC when it like actually has mod support.
Yeah.
Because the world's like it's like take Skyrim and then what a cool item. Yeah.
Yes.
That's so cool though. I'm not even mad.
Alright, so yeah, Ubisoft will talk about Assassin's Creed. They'll talk about Division, definitely. They'll talk about maybe Watch Dogs? I don't know. It might be too early.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully if they do it, it won't be in
another
Chicago
one.
again.
Yeah.
But then again, like I feel like they really have started to burn out all the major U.S. cities in games. Like, how many more times can I look at New York and L.A. and it's like
yeah.
I wish somebody would go to like. I mean, you ever play the Saboteur? That game?
No, I haven't played it.
It's like older, but
yeah.
that one was pretty cool because it was like Paris and like these different places. Like even if they went like to Tokyo or like because I feel like with
JRPGs, man.
Well, I mean, like you imagine like Watch Dogs though, where you can control like everything and you're in Tokyo. Like, that'd be really cool.
Well, it's like we've always wanted Assassin's Creed in Japan too, with the ninjas and stuff.
Yeah. Well, the rumor. Take this for what it is, because like. They have like posters and stuff in the games where, like if you play Black Flag, when you're in the single player, like this, when you're not in the Animus, there's a couple scenes like that.
Yeah.
And one of them, there's like a picture of an assassin in like Egypt, which I think would be really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're ever actually going to do that, but there was a I'm
trying to remember what it was. There was a. Maybe it's for Prince of Persia, actually. I think it turned into Assassin's Creed or something. But there was like an Egyptian... No, there was a prototype Assassin's Creed that was like Egyptian. I don't know if it ended up coming out, but I don't know if it ended up going in development. I think it might got canceled.
Oh, another one this is a prediction that I have again.
The China one's coming out.
Is yeah. Well, that already came out, the China one.
But is it already out?
Yeah, I heard it wasn't that great. It's like side scrolling, kind of 3D a little bit.
Yeah.
They said it was fun.
It's like the Blood Rain game.
Yeah. This level's pretty cool, I guess. No, there's going to definitely be some announcement for new God of War, I think, too.
Oh, yeah?
They were talking about how they're going to have, like, the remastered stuff for PS4 that's coming out.
Yeah.
And then there's a good chance that they're going to have the new, like, it's not going to be Kratos, it's going to be a new god.
It should be. I was already kind of, like, I mean, I didn't really care, but I was already kind of upset when Ascension was about Kratos.
Yeah.
After 3, because 3 was totally, like, the end of his story.
Well, I mean, he destroyed the entire world, like,
Yeah.
Pretty much, right?
Pretty much. There was, like, a time thing, though, like, he reset it.
Yeah.
The fear of getting killed by the video game is too much. Yeah, I don't know. What else does Ubisoft has? I'm really psyched for The Division. Like, I can't wait for that game to come out.
I'm hoping that it's like...
Oh, shit.
Oh, what the
hell happened?
Oh, it's Majora over there being an asshole. Wait, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. I was like, how do I survive this?
It's like, let's just stand still and wait till this is over.
Yeah, the thing is with The Division's, like, they've really not shown us that much so far. Like, they've shown us very, like, what I feel like are scripted events. To the point where, like, I'm curious to see how it's actually... Because it's supposed to be, like, an MMO, right?
Basically.
Yeah.
It's an action RPG, but it definitely has those MMO elements. It's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like a third-person Destiny, really. Like, Destiny's not technically an MMO, but it really is.
Yeah.
That's what I've always said. So I think Division's kind of the same way, where it's like, it's not classical MMO, but it definitely has the feeling of it. Oh god. That's not good.
That was so overkill. Like.
I don't know. What do you think? Be quiet. Understandably so.
I'm listening and taking it all in.
Taking it all in. Just getting ready for next week.
That's right.
Where she will follow my live tweets of all of the conferences, because I have no job and that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, let's be honest. I'm going to be kind of like on the sly, probably trying to watch the live stream while I'm at work. Hopefully I won't have many meetings. Because last year I ended up being like super, super busy at work and I missed pretty much all of it.
Yeah.
I tried to watch it and it just did not happen, which really bummed me out. It's the first year in a long time I haven't really watched it.
It's Samus's item, the screw attack thing. It runs out eventually.
Oh.
Yeah.
We were just throwing
Man, we're almost done. Square Enix.
I feel like I'm missing,
Square Enix is the other conference.
Do you think they're going to talk about Final Fantasy?
They've said they're not talking about their 15. Yeah. I believe they've said they're not talking about Kingdom Hearts 3, which I believe because that game is nowhere near done. Still, they talked about it. They brought it out way too early, so it's nowhere near done.
That's true.
I think
HD remake of Final Fantasy VII.
Let's just throw that on the list for every year and have it never happen. Last year was the biggest buzzkill. You remember that?
No.
They did a little video that was talking about FF7, and then it was the PC release or whatever.
Right, I do remember that.
It was this. Oh no, it was Final Fantasy VII coming to PS4, and then it was it was just the PC version on PS4. It was the big ballsiest move that they could have done, and it was so dumb. I still can't believe they did that. They knew that that's what was going to happen. But yeah, it's really disappointing. They're probably I still think they're going to bring up 15, but they're probably just going to say, the first demo came out. These are all the results we had. This is the stuff we changed. The version 2 of the demo just came out this week. It comes out today or something. It's they'll probably just say that, but they're not going to show anything new or anything like that.
You know what we didn't talk about?
What?
Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah.
I think LucasArts is probably going to have much more than just...
I think so too. Yeah.
Battlefront.
I don't know if it's going to be LucasArts necessarily, but I think other companies are going to show up and... Were you wall jumping down there?
Yeah.
Staying alive?
Yep.
That was impressive.
Held on for a little bit there.
First of all, I would love to see them. We've talked about this, 1313, if they could bring back that.
Oh my god!
I hope so.
Oh yeah.
Now we're talking about Star Wars. Now we're getting into Rebekah's wheelhouse.
The Star Wars.
Well, let's be honest.
She's as big in Star Wars as we are.
And I've been waiting for Battlefront since Battlefront 2, since I finished that game.
She's
a huge Battlefront. You're going to come to Star Wars weekends, right?
I went to Star Wars weekends.
She was the other day we were there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
we didn't get to go meet up with her, but she was there.
Yeah, I was there.
That was pretty cool.
Oh, that was a good day.
I've never actually, I've always heard it. I've been here for it, but never, actually gone to it.
Last year was the first year I went. One of my friends knows someone who works there, so he was able to get us in last year, and then he got us in this year, too. But I had never been before that, which was amazing that I had never been, because I am a huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah,
I think it's just the ridiculous cost of Disney tickets.
Oh, yeah.
It's between the cost and, knowing that if you were just to go up and buy tickets, what you'd have to deal with.
Yeah,
it's not easy thing to swallow.
But these past 2 years, I've gotten free entry, so, it was
totally worth it.
Yep. I will do that.
But yeah, I don't know what else they're gonna try to do.
I think the way that Disney does things, really they don't have any problem. It might be a little different with LucasArts being involved, but they will throw the game out to anyone who wants to do something, and if it doesn't end up good, it doesn't hurt them. It's just that was a bad one. We'll keep doing it until we get the good one.
Which pisses me off.
I would love a new Rogue Squadron. I would love 1313 to come back. Oh my god, if they did a next-gen Jedi Power Battles...
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite PS1 games.
Dude, we played...
And that game was awful. That game was so bad.
Except for the last... Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was really bad. But
the platforming was just so frustrating.
You know what other game was really bad, but it's one of my favorites?
What?
Masters of Terraskazai.
Oh, yeah. The fighting game?
The fighting game.
Yeah.
Awful game.
Also,
that was pre-prequels too. It was before the prequels.
Yeah, because you played as Mara Jade.
Mara Jade, Luke Skywalker.
Right.
Darth Vader's in there eventually if you unlock him. And he's awesome.
Remember Dreamcast?
Slave Leia.
Remember the Dreamcast version of Jedi Power Battles? You could play as Ki-Adi-Mundi and double lightsaber.
Actual Darth Maul? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, classic Star Wars.
I replayed what I want is Jedi Outcast. They need to make another Jedi Outcast. Yeah. That'd be awesome.
I replayed Shadows of the Empire a month or two ago.
Really?
Doesn't hold up.
No, of course not. Dark Forces, you ever played that one?
Yeah.
The first one?
That game's...
There's an old one I played where, it was real actors. The cutscenes were, acted out by real people.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's kind of, disorienting when you're really
It's weird.
See, but do you think they're going to come out with any games that are, for 7? You know what I mean? Are they going to show anything that has to do with 7? Like Battlefront. What if they showed a level during E3 that was from 7?
They're working on it. There's definitely going to be a...
Or even if they even show, Kylo Ren as the hero Jedi in one of the trailers or something. You know what I mean? Because they're going to be in the movie. Yeah. Or in the game, I mean. So, or even if they show a level where they're just shooting all the new stormtroopers instead of the old ones. It would just look cool.
Did you see, jumping back to Star Wars weekends, did you see the fireworks show at the end?
No, I didn't.
Oh
we
my God.
we wanted to stay, but we had been at a wedding the night before,
Yeah.
and Nathan and I were just done. Like, we tried to stay for the fireworks, but we were dead by 6 o'clock.
Holy
There's no
crap.
way. I heard about it, though, because Julia goes,
all the time.
like, every weekend.
Yeah.
She has passes, and she had told me about it. So we were really trying to stay for it, but...
It was like...
It was really awesome.
I don't even like fireworks at all. And the fireworks were great, too. But before the fireworks, they have this whole pre-show thing where the guy that does Obi-Wan's voice from Rebels was there. He has this whole monologue thing that he goes through, and they bring out little, like, cosplay cast from everything. So first they do, like, episode 1, or they do the prequels, then they do episode 4, and then they do, like, Rebels, and they do Clone Wars. And then the last one they did was the troopers from episode 7.
Oh, that's cool.
It was epic. Like, I was waiting for that all day. Like, I was waiting all day for, like, something from episode 7 to show up. Brain Age. So, I mean, that made it just completely worth it. Like, all day. Waiting all day for that. And then the fireworks were also, like, top tier Disney fireworks. Matched to Star Wars music.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, you know how their timing is. Like,
It's just impeccable.
Well, get out of there.
Oh, shit. You know how to use smash text?
Not really.
You press B, which is your, like, smash button. Just default B, and then you'll do your shit. And you'll kill me instantly. Anyway, yeah, there will definitely be a Battlefront there. I'm curious, what do you guys think about Battlefront, the new one, in general?
Yeah.
Well, we talked about it on the show.
Right.
I'm sure you're excited for it, but what do you really think about it?
I honestly haven't looked a whole lot at it, to be honest. I mean...
You should.
As surprising as that is, because I am really excited for it.
Or maybe you shouldn't, because you might get disappointed.
Yeah.
I don't find it to be that... it looks different, there's no doubt. But, like, I told you, I kind of reserve judgment until I can see what it looks like when it's being played. Cause, like,
but that's only one part of it. Like, I know it's not going to look like that when it comes out. It can't. It looks photoreal.
I don't even
mean
mean like that. I'm saying, like,
is the gameplay, like, completely different?
It's first person. It looks first person oriented rather than third person.
It's Battlefield, but Star Wars. So far, that's what it looks like. We have confirmed there's no space battles.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
And it's only multiplayer. There's no single player.
But there are going to be large scale air battles.
There's air battles, yes. There are air battles.
So it's
you have vehicles and stuff.
And honestly, I thought the space battles were some of the weakest points of the old ones. It sounded great in theory, but like when you actually play,
I would kind of agree with that.
I haven't played through enough of 2.
They got
to know, but
kind of boring after a while. I've played through 2 more times than I can even count. I honestly don't even know how many times I played through that game. Space battles get annoying after a while.
Yeah.
I probably beat that game like legitimately 30 times.
The thing is, though, that in my mind, like, the fact that they weren't good before is an excuse to not do them now and make them good.
Oh, yeah.
Unless they just didn't want, you know, it all depends on what they, like, you know. I don't know. It's hard to like know what their mindset is. I also don't even know how to, like, well, there's not going to be a storyline, I guess.
There's no storyline, and there's 7 maps, I think, and that's it.
Well,
7 levels?
It's EA, so...
It's EA. The levels are going to be massive.
And there's going to be more levels that you can download for a given
yeah.
price.
Well, we already know there's going to be at least 2, and one of them is going to be in episode 7, though. That's coming out, like, in November.
What the hell is going on? Jesus, Pikachu? This is the weirdest...
I know. I don't like his Smash at all. It's way too uncontrollable. So yeah, I don't know. I think we'll get our Battlefront Star Wars game. That'll be fine. I hope we get 1313. That'll be our nice Uncharted.
Well, it won't be a 1313
Star Wars game.
But yeah.
Why not?
Because they're not going to call it that. They're going to call it something else.
They'll change the name, but can't we just get the Boba Fett game?
No, it might even be about Boba Fett, but I feel like they're not going to like pretty much everything
they don't
we
want
saw
to draw
is
the
going to get thrown
conclusion.
out, probably.
But it looks so good.
Well, they probably will keep the same engine, I would guess. I don't know.
I hope. Dude, that game looked amazing.
It did look like Uncharted Star Wars. Which is
and I'm totally cool with that. I would love that game.
I'm running out of characters.
Uncharted Star Wars with jetpack, like Uncharted with jetpacks and like laser guns instead of normal ones.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it'd be the best.
No, some of the coolest parts was like when he was shooting, just the lights, like the green and or the blue and the red.
The lighting,
looks cool.
yeah, it looks so awesome. What other Star Wars games would we?
And if you could play in full Boba Fett gear, like
it would build up to that. That would be like the last arc of the game,
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like there could be a mission where you get like his original Jango Fett helmet painted, or like show where he got the dent in the helmet. Like, that'd be cool. Yeah. They could do so many things. I could do an entire 3-hour podcast.
You know what though? We should just start another podcast that's Star Wars.
Talk about the new movie.
We could do it. Yeah. Just pick up in one new topic each week and go into it. Go into it very deeply.
That and Marvel, man. Star Wars and Marvel, like good for days.
Yeah, easily.
I'd be up for that.
Anyway, maybe they're gonna wait till they do the Han Solo the Fett movie to do that game.
I told you how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of a Han Solo movie. Like,
I think it's
okay. It's like, I don't know. I could do a Boba Fett movie, but I feel like I want a Boba Fett movie that doesn't have anything to do with the original like main characters. Like, I just want to see Boba Fett doing Boba Fett stuff on his own. Because at the end of the day, if you have Boba Fett and Han Solo, it's not like they're going to work together, and it's also not like they're going to be friends. So like in the end, Boba Fett's probably going to lose again. Like, as a fan of like Star Wars, I would like to see Boba Fett in a movie where he just kills it.
It really depends. Like, what if it's like?
Well, now Han Solo's been married. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, I think
according
it's
to the canon of Star Wars.
I think it's a cool storyline. I can't wait to read it, like for real. Have you heard about this yet?
No, I haven't.
Well, there's a comic. The Marvel has their own comic run going of Star Wars right now.
Right.
They've got Star Wars. They've got a Leia line, and they've got a Darth Vader line.
Have you read the Leia ones?
No, not yet.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't have any of the Leia ones yet. I have most of the Vaders. I have the first Star Wars. But anyway, in the newest issue, they've revealed a new character shows up, and she reveals that she is Han's wife. So we don't know the connotations of that yet. We've only seen like the panel where she shows up, and it's like Han's wife. They might be divorced. Yeah, Leia's there. But like they might have been divorced or something.
No, she said straight up in the comic, "I'm his wife." Like, present tense.
Yeah?
Yeah, so, like, I don't know how they're gonna, like, oh, man.
I watch a lot of, like, TV, though, dude. It could definitely be whatever.
But see, to me,
but even if they're divorced, like, that still means something.
Well, she's
like,
totally gotta die, right? Like, you would assume.
She doesn't have to.
They never talk about her ever again in any of the movies, and he ends up having babies with Leia. Like, where does she go? Like,
dude, like... Han's in his 30s. This could have been a marriage.
The one rumor that I've heard, which is kind of cool, or theory, it's not even a rumor, but like, since she's black, she could be related to Lando. Oh. And when Lando first sees her, remember when Lando first sees Han Solo in Empire?
Yeah.
And he's like, after what you pulled, like maybe that's what you pulled. Like,
that could be cool.
Yeah, I like that idea.
I like that a lot.
And I'm done.
Yeah. Anyway, comics are cool. The Darth Vader ones are really cool.
So E3, huh? Yeah.
E3. What other Star Wars games would you like to see? Besides like Uncharted and Battlefront.
I want to see them do stuff like like Republic Commando, like stuff that's not necessarily whatever. And then I would obviously I want to see a Jedi game, like a good Jedi game. Again.
Yeah.
Next gen.
Yeah.
Force Unleashed style, kind of. Probably better than Force Unleashed.
I wanted to love Force Unleashed so much. And
I finally was supposed to be
played
canon anyway, like for a while.
It was.
I know, but to me, it's like
for a second.
You're trying to tell me that there was a Jedi that powerful that could take a Star Destroyer out of the sky?
Well, that aspect wasn't necessarily canon, but the story.
But him beating Darth Vader and the Emperor in a battle together, like you're trying to remember that.
That wasn't canon though.
Oh, what's
there were certain canon endings.
What's the canon ending?
He dies in the first one.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
In the first game, he loses.
In the second one,
he's a clone in the second one. Yeah.
It's just so much happening in the behind the scenes that it's never mentioned in the story that's supposed to be canon.
I mean, the only thing that matters as far as the whole story goes is that his family seal is taken by the Rebel Alliance as the upstart to the whole thing.
You haven't seen Rebels, right?
Right, not yet. We just started. We watched the Clone Wars movie last night because we're going to start watching Clone Wars and then Rebels.
Did you see, who Sabine is?
No.
She's like the Mandalorian in the story. Like she's
okay.
She paints a lot of symbols in the show, and the symbols that she paints are very reminiscent of the Rebel Alliance.
Right.
So I'm guessing that
she's a part.
That's what they're gonna. That's gonna be the new canon of how it happened.
Right. That's cool.
This is a lot.
God, this is a really big level.
I almost jumped right off the screen.
I almost did too.
Let's just get out of this.
It reminds me a lot of Melee's Zelda one. You know, the giant one, Zelda's Castle, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same kind of idea.
A lot more places to die in this one.
What?
Yeah, no, you will play this level.
And no. God. Yeah. More Star Wars.
I would love to see obviously the one I really want to see is KOTOR 3, but that's not probably going to happen.
Why not?
Because there's no indication that even the first two are canon or anything. So why would they? You know what I mean?
But they could do a new one.
I just want some just as the Star Wars fan of me wants some sort of confirmation that Revan was a real character. You know what I mean?
I don't see granted it's not officially canon. I don't see anything pre-prequels affecting.
No, but
what happens? So I think that can be considered secondary canon right now.
Yeah,
everything that's between and after the prequels though is no longer canon.
God, the whole canon is such a landmine.
It's all being overwritten.
Yeah, the whole canon in Star Wars is so all over the place now.
Yeah, I mean it's not
really, I guess, but
there's just one new level on the there was a whole rule structure that was put in by Lucas that now there's just another level on top of it.
I mean, I'm glad they changed most of it because
a lot of it's just messy too,
like Chewbacca getting crushed by a moon.
Yeah.
Is this the new Pokemon?
Yeah. I think the only conference we haven't talked about, we didn't really talk about Square too much, but who knows what they're probably going to talk about Bravely Second. They're not going to talk about Kingdom Hearts. They're probably not going to talk about 15. Hopefully, there must be some other
Final Fantasy if they said something about Kingdom Hearts.
No,
I don't see any reason why they. I mean, unless they don't have anything, but if they've got something, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to.
Yeah, they should, and people really suck for that game.
Yeah. I mean, you love Kingdom Hearts a lot.
Oh, I really love Kingdom Hearts. And one thing about it too is I can say something, I can say it, but it doesn't actually mean anything. But if they don't have Marvel and Star Wars in that game, that's a huge missed opportunity.
That's another thing that I would really love to see that I don't see happening. But it seems to be relegated to the mobile market. But there's not been one other than Marvel superheroes, Lego Marvel superheroes. There hasn't been a good Marvel game to come out of any of these movies.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why.
There hasn't really been any games. That's not true. There was 2 Iron Man games, and there was Captain America.
Thor. You're telling. I feel like they could totally make an Arkham Asylum or Arkham City with Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no reason they couldn't do that, and for some reason they just don't. Instead we get look at this Iron Man puzzle game that it's I don't know.
I know it's really confusing. I don't know why they wouldn't, especially after seeing Arkham Asylum. Why wouldn't you?
I mean, that game is the exception rather than the rule. I feel but
but
it's a Superman game. I would love to see a good Superman game. But
they nailed it, and since then, granted, it didn't do as well, obviously, but the Spider-Man game, I felt...
I was actually just about to bring that up.
Yeah.
It felt very similar to the type of fighting style as Arkham. I mean, I thought that game was really good.
I think it didn't do well just because people didn't like Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2 in general.
I never got to play that one. I remember the Spider-Man 2, the old one, back for PS2 and Xbox, that was a fun game.
Did you ever play the Spider-Man 1 game?
The one for 64?
No, the one... It was for the first Tobey Maguire movie.
Yeah. You could fly around as there was the one where you could fly on the Green Goblin's thing.
Yeah, and it was...
that was a great... Was that 2?
No, it wasn't 2.
I don't think
it was
they did
1.
The first one.
They did, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think so.
And I thought it was better than 2. I mean,
Spider-Man 2 was the one that was open world. It was the first one that was open world.
Yes.
Around New York, which was
right.
fun.
The one
like
Spider-Man 1 was
good.
not open world. You were pretty much just like either. You couldn't even touch the ground. Like there was no.
Like
you weren't in the city.
You just
died. Yeah, but it was a great game. I played through that game so many times. So that's why when they came out with the newer Spider-Man game for the new movies, I was like, oh, I gotta try this because I was obsessed with that
new
game.
ones. Like I even
It's
like
good.
The Spider-Man
It's
movies.
definitely worth playing. I haven't played it for
Spider-Man.
the second one, the newest one that just came out, but I played the first Amazing Spider-Man, and that one was really good. The gameplay is very similar to Arkham, like the fighting style and all that.
It makes even more sense for Spider-Man to have that style with the spider sense and all that stuff. Batman doesn't have spider; he's just Batman.
Yeah,
he just knows when people are trying to fuck him.
Yeah.
So yeah, the only conference that we haven't talked about is the PC one, which literally nobody knows anything about it. It's like just question marks. What do you think? What is it even like?
For which one?
There's a PC conference at the end of the show.
Oh,
it's like, is it going to be Steam or is it like?
Well, it could be one of the games that I've heard that is XCOM. Because that's being made specifically for PC.
Yeah.
And I think that they probably want to do something like that, but I don't know. I mean, there's no way of really being able to tell.
XCOM's a pretty cool series, too. I'd like to see more from it.
I just think it's really cool that, something's being made specifically for PC. Which, usually it's... No, Jesus. Usually it's not that way, but, like... And I'm not one of those people that's like PC Master Race, like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
not at all.
Because I prefer consoles.
There are some things that are great on PC, but other things just you can't.
Well, Star Citizen, when that game finally comes out, should be amazing. Yeah, and that's one that's being. It was a Kickstarter game, but like the graphics on that game are insane because they're made for. They were made with a PC in mind, like a high-end PC now. So like, but really, I feel like. Graphics can always be modded. Like, I'd rather have a good game made by a large thing for a console version that's actually got, like, wide appeal than something made for PC that maybe won't sell as well and, just won't have the budget. And, like, I look at a game like The Witcher or something like that, and I'm like, really, how much better do you want the graphics to be? You know what I mean? Like in this system, like
people
are
bitching about that game. It's like it's an open world game. Like the graphics can only really be so good, and
they are literally amazing in that game. It's like insane. Well, I'm dead. Little Mac is. Oh, you're playing a Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
Whatever they call it.
Supersonic.
Supersonic. Totally stole that. So.
It is. Actually, like trivia. It is because of Super Saiyan. Just like how the Death Egg is the Death Star. It was an Eastern Western thing they went with the game.
The Death Egg.
Yeah. The Death Egg and Supersonic.
Now that's the thing I never knew I wanted, but I would love is a Dragon Ball Z Star Wars crossover. That'd be awesome. It could work. Technically, Star Wars could cross over with anything because it could just be in another galaxy.
It's just the Force.
Well, I mean, like, you could just go to, like, Mass Effect and Star Wars crossover or something.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
You could do it.
That would be great.
Mind blown.
I'm all over it.
That would be really sweet.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
And it could totally work, because KOTOR was made by BioWare. Mass Effect's BioWare. Like, they could totally do that. That'd be so cool.
That would make my life.
Right?
Jesus.
Right? Because both of them, like, that takes place... It'd actually be really cool, because technically Mass Effect takes place in our galaxy. Like, Earth is there. So then if they did cross over with Star Wars, then some, like, you know, Earth could cross over with Star Wars. It would be insane.
Dang.
And people in Mass Effect have this weird...
Although, as we all know,
long memory
it would be in the
of
far
Star
future
Wars
of Star
from way
Wars, you
long
know?
ago.
Because Star Wars takes place a long time
ago.
In a galaxy far away.
I think you're on
You could do some
here,
really
Robert.
cool stuff with that.
Yep. Right? They could have, like, they find a mass relay somehow. Jesus, I killed myself in the first.
So bad.
I need to stop playing as Mac.
He's really good, too. You just...
I told you. Did I tell you about that movie? Right? I did. Mac and Me?
Mac and Me?
Yeah, the one with the E.T. ripoff I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You gotta play that game.
Yeah, I know. I need to watch
play
that
game. You gotta watch that movie. Did I just die again?
So E3.
Yeah.
Yeah, E3.
This is like, oh man, I usually cut up the episodes. Like, we record them just like this, like long episodes, but then I cut them up into like 10, 15, 20-minute chunks. I can't cut this one up because it needs to go up tomorrow. So it's going to be like a 2-hour long
can just listen to us ramble
episode.
for a long time.
You should have known better if you got me. I would ramble so much.
Well, I'm glad I invited you because I didn't know Michael was going to jet off like a jerk.
Michael.
It would have been just me and Rebekah. Which would have been me talking about E3 for 3 hours. Which I already do all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Emily's tired of it.
I mean, because that being said, even though we didn't say any of it, it's like, more than anything, I'm just excited to actually hear it.
Oh, yeah.
It's been like
Oh,
a month.
yeah.
I love E3 every year.
Yeah.
You know, Nathan actually asked me the other day if I knew what E3 was.
Really? Come on.
And I wasn't sure whether to laugh at him or cry because he clearly didn't know me. It made me very sad.
It's like
That is
E3. It's like,
Yeah.
how can you be a gamer?
I'm like, do I know what E3 is? That's a good one. But no, I am excited. I'm especially excited because to actually be able to like watch it and check in on it this year because I missed it last year.
Yeah, I don't have a job this time, so...
This is going to be the one of
I
the
have a
first
job,
times I'm
but
like,
I have help at my job this year now, so I'm not quite as busy. So I should at least be able to like check in at the very least.
This will be the first time in a long time where it's just like, I want to spend all day watching E3.
And
It's
I
gonna be
am
great.
totally jealous of you.
What do you watch?
Well, don't be jealous of my wallet.
Right?
I've been watching on TV.
I mean, like, do you watch, like, specific...
Oh, like, last year I think I just did E3 Insider, or like Game Trailers, I guess they teamed up with.
Game trailers I watch a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I always go back to IGN.
They usually have good people on there. They've got like Kevin Pereira on and stuff.
Yeah.
Usually,
Is that where he is now?
I don't know.
Kevin Pereira?
I mean, I think he jumps around. He's like consults or whatever.
Did you hear that Adam Sessler and Morgan Webber coming back to do something?
Really?
Yeah, which is really funny.
I never really liked them that much though. Like, it's cool
Well,
to see them come back.
Sessler's kind of just like kind of annoying.
I've learned a lot about Sessler actually. I saw some like interviews or something before, and it's like